Hey guys, this is gonna be a tough video for me to make as I have been wanting to make it for a long time, but every time I thought about it I had a little bit of anxiety. And as you can tell from the title, what I'm going to be talking about today is depression and anxiety. And for anybody who watches my channel that actually knows me in real life, you would know that I suffer from both these things. If you also follow me on Twitter, you will also know that I suffer from these things, as some of the tweets that come out could be a lot better. I don't mean to get anybody down at all. I'm sorry if that ends up happening. So back when I was in elementary school, around grade 2, I was severely bullied. I had very few friends at school and I just didn't feel safe there. And I didn't know what I had until I reached grade 7. And grade 7 for me was a really dark year. I became absolutely closed in and I didn't let anybody know what was going on. I remember back then the only one that really knew what was going on was my best friend Chris. He tried to help me. I don't think anybody really could have at the time, but he never really did stop trying, which I still thank him to this day for doing. So in grade 7, I remember being so anxious to even raise my hand or answer questions on the whiteboard in fear of being wrong because I could always imagine everybody laughing at me. If you ever watched me in class, if someone were to ask me a question and I knew the answer, I would sink lower and lower in my desk, and that would somehow always make sure that the teachers asked me the question and wanted me to answer. And that absolutely petrified me to the point where I would screw up. Even though I know the answer, I wouldn't be able to say the answer out loud. I remember that carried on throughout high school too. The one time I actually said, screw it, I'm gonna answer this question. I raised my hand, I panicked, and I got it wrong. And the whole class laughed. I kind of closed in then. But I knew I had my depression in grade 7. I literally didn't care if I died on my way to school. I didn't mind the thought of dying, really. I just was too chicken to do it. I'm still glad I was too chicken to do it because now I'm better in a way. I remember grade 7, I was put immediately into counseling. It was 2 to 3 times a week at school. And she would usually keep me for about an hour and a half. And I remember when I first told her that I didn't mind dying, she ended up calling in my mom, and I was scared because you never want your parents to know that there's something wrong with you. So I was absolutely petrified in the thought of my mom knowing. But once I got home, there was no talk about it, which was kind of good because I really didn't feel like discussing that sort of thing with both my parents and my sisters sitting there. Around grade 7, also my nephew came along, and I call him my first light because during the time I didn't see much light because my brain was just so dark during that time. But when my nephew was born, it was just the greatest thing ever for me, and I was ready to be an aunt. I remember it went away for a bit. There was many mistakes I made in school that I'm still not quite sure I can bring up. I ended up getting bad again. And then my niece got born, and like my nephew, she became the second light. And then I was finally starting to get better. I had my niece, I had my nephew, I had my sisters, I had my parents. Once I got out of school, I was doing really well. And then it seemed like I just lost everything. I stopped talking to my sisters. Remember the last time I saw my niece and nephew was at Christmas. Now I'm dealing with the fact that I may never see them again. So that's, in a nutshell, what the family issues have been. With that being said, that is why I haven't made a video, because I cannot sit here and pretend. Like right now, I'm doing okay. Right now, right at this moment, I feel fine. Tomorrow might be a different story. So if I do end up missing a video, I hope you understand, and if you really are wondering why I missed a week's video, I will usually tweet, hey guys, sorry I missed a video, this is why. I remember being in that dark place and I don't want to go back. To anybody out there that might be suffering with depression or anxiety, just know that you're not alone. If you feel like you are and nobody cares about you, I care a lot about you guys. The ones that are sitting there watching all my videos, You guys are the reason that I keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, I enjoy making videos, but I also enjoy getting responses from you guys. I enjoy reading comments. I enjoy everything. If you ever feel like you're alone, my email is going to be in the down bar. I literally seem to never sleep, so even if it seems like it would be way too late to email me, just email me anyways. If you guys want to tell me your guys' story on this topic or what you think about this topic, comments is where to go. I read every comment. I just hope everybody has a great and safe week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye!